All right, time to do some more homework. Here's the function rules from equations homework. So again, let's copy this so I can write on it. Zoom in just a touch. All right, for a given value of u, the function h outputs a value of v to satisfy the following equation. Write a formula for h of u. Now, in terms of u. When it says in terms of u, what it means is it should say, in this case, v equals. So you want to have everything, the u's and everything all on one side. So the point of this thing is, so you start with 4u plus 8v equals negative 3u plus 2v. We want the v's over here and the u's over here. So that's 6v, because I subtract 2v from both sides. And I'm going to subtract u, negative 7u. So v is negative 7/6 of u. Now, they're telling me h is the same thing. So really what they're saying is h of u is negative 7/6 of u. So that's what I'm going to write right here. I'm going to write negative 7/6. So negative fraction 7/6 of u. All right, next one. For a given input q, the function f outputs a value of r. Write the formula f of q in terms of q. So again, you want to take this function, 11q minus 4 equals 3r minus 6, and you want to get q on the right-hand side with everything else. So now I'm going to get q by itself. You can kind of do it whatever way you want. I'm actually going to choose to flip this around and write it the other way. Then I'm going to add 6. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. And then I'm going to divide by 3. Now, I'm going to write this as one fraction. And so basically, now again, this is my f of q. You're replacing r with f of q. So I have 11q plus 2 over 3. Now, I honestly have not tried this to see how they'll accept it. But let's say we do 11q plus 2 over 3. Perfect. Now, you could have potentially written that as split up, 11 thirds q plus 2 thirds. I think it would have worked either way. Maybe we'll try it on a future one if we're given that option to see if we can write it more than one way. Okay, so here we go again. Same basic thing. We're doing the same thing every single time. We're basically isolating one of the variables here. So what we want to do is we want to get r on one side and everything that's not, and then the one variable. So our two variables are q and r. When we say in terms of r, we want to get to say q equals. So this one's pretty straightforward. We have 10q minus 3r is 14. Ooh, that was horribly written. And then I'm going to add the 3r. Now we're going to try that thing where I said I could have maybe done it a different way. We're going to divide each individual term by 10. So I get this. And then 14 over 10, that reduces to 7/5. So 3/10 r plus 7/5. Let's see if it accepts it that way. 3/10 r, I typed f, r plus, and then wasn't that 7/5? I'm going to go back and make sure that I have that correct. I got 3/10 r plus 7/5, 3/10 r plus 7/5. That's what I want. See, it's awesome. It'll take it either way. We could have written it as 3r plus 3r plus 14 over 10. If you go back here, you could have just written this. The other option would have been to have written this as 3r plus 14 over 10. And it certainly seems that it would have accepted either version. So you can kind of pick and choose a little bit how you want to do that. All right. So last one, we're wanting to get it to say b equals. Now again, I'm going to start by flipping this the other way. And that's because on an equal sign, you can choose to write it either way, because I really want it to say b equals. And so now I'm going to subtract 1. Now, when I'm dividing by a negative, I'm actually going to go ahead and change the signs here and then write it this way. Now, I don't know how Khan will accept an answer, but I can tell you what, I don't like negatives in denominators. I would never write one down there. He may accept it that way. I don't know. I haven't looked. But mathematically, I am not comfortable putting a negative in a denominator. So I'm going to put negative 3a plus 6 over 4. All right, that's function rules for equations. Hopes it helps. Always ask questions.